Did you know that there's a North Korean spy ship sitting inside a museum in Japan near Tokyo, and almost nobody is visiting or really even knows it exists? The Japanese Coast Guard even has footage of the attack and explosion, plus the entire ship they retrieved. We're headed to Yokohama Port. Known as the gateway to foreign trade, Yokohama Port opened in 1859 when Japan ended more than 200 years of isolation under pressure from Western powers. To keep foreigners away from the capital at the time, they decided that they would open a nearby port, a fishing village, Yokohama, to the public. First, we're headed to the Red Brick Warehouse since the Japanese Coast Guard Museum is just behind it. We are just at the Red Brick Warehouse area at one of the busiest pier areas in Yokohama, and apparently there is a North Korean spy ship here, so we're gonna go check it out. The Red Brick Warehouse was opened in 1919, which were formerly customs buildings for the new Yokohama harbor facilities. I was told that the buildings themselves mainly stored items when people were waiting for them to go through customs processing. The complex itself was damaged during the 1923 Great Kanto earthquake, required repair, and was requisitioned by American occupation forces. Later, it was returned to Japan, and today it's been renovated and opened as a shopping and exhibition space. The surrounding area often has events going on. In the winter, there's a Christmas market and a skating rink, and today there's a car meetup. And just behind it is the Japanese Coast Guard Museum, housing a North Korean spy ship. It's crazy because this isn't a replica. It's the actual ship that was captured after an armed incident between North Korea and Japan. In 2001, the footage shows that they radioed a ship to identify themselves that began shooting at the Japanese Coast Guard. The situation escalated, resulting in 3 attacks on the Japanese Coast Guard and an attack on the mystery ship that resulted in a self-explosion of the mystery ship. The Japanese salvaged the ship in an attempt to learn more about it, finding weapons with North Korean insignia, cell phones, and a smaller boat and diving equipment. So they had found underwater diving equipment, a smaller boat, a scooter, an underwater scooter, and then a boat that they were able to disguise as a fishing boat, presumably to get closer to the shore. And you can see that this is the inside of the bigger boat that the smaller boat was stored in. One of the cell phones was said to have sent over 100 messages to Japanese criminal organizations, but they were unable to learn anything from the ship's black box. It was disguised as a fishing boat, and it's speculated that the boat itself self-destructed in an effort to keep what they were doing secret. No information to date has been confirmed. I just didn't expect to find this in Japan, and it's right there, right on the port. So if you're taking a cruise in, if you're already going to visit Red Brick Warehouse, or you're going to go to World Porters, like, it's right there and definitely worth checking out. So we just went to check out the Japan Coast Guard Museum, which is where they have their captured North Korean spy ship. It's super interesting. It's free. It was awesome. I'm really glad we got to check that out. Yeah. That was
very educational.
Yeah.
Like drip feeds you information as you walk around the boat. You can learn about
the ships, what they discovered.
And then right at the end they have a video of like real footage.
Yeah, because they've got all the Japanese Coast Guard footage. Super interesting, like just very educational and crazy. So they think that the ship itself was delivering drugs and committed like a self-explosion suicide after attacking 3 Japanese Coast Guard ships, being told to go away. And then I think getting damaged a little bit. They're in the museum, you can see that they had a self-suicide button. So they must have just clicked that, exploded the whole boat.
It was labeled suicide bomb.
Yeah, well, in English, but it's in Korean. Yeah. And it's, I'm so interesting. Really, really, just something different that we didn't expect to see.
Not just the boat, but a lot of artifacts, like what the sailors were wearing, the guns.
The scuba equipment.
They had a smaller boat in the back of the boat, and they had a double-barrel machine gun on sliding rails.
Like they had an anti-aircraft gun, but they also had like a diving scooter, just I guess.
An old school one,
And they had disguised themselves like a fishing boat. And then I'm assuming what they would do is use their little boat and bring in whatever they were bringing in into Kyushu. So interesting. Afterwards, we went to go explore the World Porters Mall because I learned that they have a rooftop and I didn't realize it, but from the roof you can see the Red Brick Warehouse, the Japanese Coast Guard Museum, and the cruise ship terminal all from the roof. We just came up to this mall rooftop, and if you look, there's Mount Fuji. The mall itself also has something for everyone, like tons of gachapon machines. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in Yokohama Chinatown next.